Hey, Matthew Davis, John Conway, good evening. So I'm just going to use the chin-up motion on this lever pull-down machine. Moon Pie, welcome to the chat. Hi, Sandra Ford, good evening. Christian, Derek, Hope, Mr. Jason Campbell, greetings everyone. So as we try to dial in this weight that is decent for me, I know that last time we were here, when I double decked it, that seemed to be a pretty awesome pump. So leaving off that, we're going to continue with it, I guess. How much coffee do I drink per day? At least a pot for myself. And that's like probably about 6 cups. I do drink a lot of coffee. Hey, Sensei, good evening, Jesse and community. Evening, everybody. And Riel, too much. Wow, too much coffee. I hear that coffee is really good for your testosterone. Hey, Zach Shamrock, sent thumbs up for 10 joules. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate the channel support. Says, let's get it. I agree. Let's do this. Bear Fight, welcome to the chat. All right, guys, we're gonna time our duration. Start the clock right now. Just see what it takes us wherever we leave off. Usually, I've been feeling pretty good about half a deck. And speaking about half a deck, these are my sucker-free card holders. If you guys want, you can get yourself one of these on my suckerfreestore.com. And the first 100, I'm signing them. And yeah, they're pretty cool. I appreciate the channel support. The first card on deck is a 2. And that's courtesy of Maccabee Speed Prince. I got a link to his homepage on my main page as well. 9 is the next one. I should be double decking it. So we'll do 18. Dang. That's a good pump. Hey, Kev Bass, Allie Bird, welcome to the chat. another 9. So we're going to do another 18 because we're double decking it. See how far we can get. Keep this up. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. That's a crazy pump. Yeah, I tell you what. $10 on deck. Boy, I was sure hoping that was going to be a lower card. I'll do 20 for this. Miracle Empress, welcome to the chat. Yeah, good evening, community. What are we gonna do now? Well, apparently with these higher reps, I need longer rest periods in between. So 20 on deck for this one. Now that my heart rate has come back down. Crazy pump, crazy pump. Let's see, could you do another video explaining a daily routine regime we could incorporate? Well, I like to do a 3-day split. That's pushing one day, pulling another, then legs, then repeat. That's I find good results with that very consistently. Barefoot says, gotta be honest, I'm starting to miss some of the trolls. I agree. Yeah, trolls are fun. I didn't realize how much I missed them. That's how things go though, you don't realize it until they're gone. Yeah, I thought it was funny. Dominus, greetings, good afternoon. All right, let's see what we got next. Boy, Boy, these higher reps, like in that 20 range, that's pretty, I'm feeling pretty pumped from that, absolutely. Speaking of doing 20, no limits, no shortcuts. Good evening, welcome to the chat. Queen, 10 on deck, 20. Nice. Hey, Racina, good evening. Chops. You're straining. Yeah, definitely. It feels pretty crazy, the pump, honestly. Derek says, just wanted to know, are you changing the 10 to a 20? So yeah, I'm just double decking it right now. Whatever it normally would be, if I pull a 10, it will be a 20 today. Right? If I pull a 5, it will be a 10. If I pull a 2, it will be a 4. Just double decking it. The higher reps feel better. Another 10 on deck, so that'll be another 20. Racina says it's been a while for me. Where you been? Where's everybody been? 20 on deck is the next one. Boy, that's a pump. That's a crazy, crazy pump. How much am I lifting on this thing? Well, I got 245s and 235s. So what's that? That's 90 plus 70. So that's 160. That's 30 pounds less than my body weight overall. It's tough. It feels pretty crazy. That last set doing 20 was I can't. Yeah, it was definitely rough, but I feel pretty lit. Hey, men of action. I like that workout you did with the dumbbells. That was pretty awesome. Good evening. Tell a prison story. I don't know. I'll think of something. You guys ever hear of shebangs? You guys know what shebangs are? Men of action says, yo, Jesse, good evening. Yeah, shebangs is a potato chip that is found usually only in the prison system, right? And in the prison system, you can buy it for $1 a bag. $1 a bag per bag of potato chips from the commissary. Now, you know what? Guys ship those things home. They ship them home to their friends and family and sell them for $10 a bag, right? Take $1 bag of potato chips, send it home, sell it for $10 a bag. It's crazy. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. This is what guys do. And they get sophisticated with it. They'll pack duffel bags full of potato chips, throw them over the fence for a guy in the woods to run it out to a car. It's crazy, stupid. The shenanigans that go on in the prison system, like, you don't even believe it. Like, if you saw a TV show of it, you're like, no way people are doing that. Yeah, it's stupid. It happens though. Yeah, any way you can make a buck, right? The potato chip hustle. It's crazy. Four on deck is the next one. It's a good potato chip. I tell you what, man, I could eat a whole bag to myself, honestly. Freaking delicious. I gotta reach out to my plug on the inside. Have him send me a box. Four on deck is the next one. We could do that. Wouldn't that be fun? It'll make for a funny episode, right? I'll show you exactly what it is. It'll be stupid. PA. Plus we'll be able to get some shebangs, right? They're delicious. Eric LaPointe, welcome to the chat. So the best thing to do with the shebangs is when you make your ramen soup and put like a mackerel up in it, you take a handful of shebangs and you crush it over the top to give it that texture. Ah, banging, banging. So I pulled a 4, but I'm going to do 8 because I'm double decking it. Hey, Johnny Fitness in the chat. What's up, man? Thanks for the channel support. Coming in hot, Johnny Fitness. Hey, if you guys don't know Johnny Fitness, he has made an awesome transformation with his fitness journey. And he's got the whole thing recorded. It's pretty awesome. Check him out, guys. I got a link to his channel on my homepage. We did a collab as well. It was a good time. 5 on deck is the next one. I'm going to do 10. I like this multi-gym. The lever gym, it's fun. So far, I don't have any complaints. You know, I'm not supposed to be turned around, I don't think. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. But I like the way I can lock my legs up underneath here like that. Hold me down. 5 on deck is the next one. Like I said, I'll do 10. You know what I do like about it is my core is like trembling as I'm trying to maintain this crunch. So I'm getting a secondary activation. Hey Corey, what's up? Steve, Men of Action. Heck yeah, we got everybody up in here, don't we? Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. P8. Yeah, we got the strongest community up in here, don't we? Absolutely. Welcome to the chat. Coach B, Health and Wellness. How you doing, guys? Brian Lane, what's up, man? Yeah, look at our chat, man. We got quality chat. 8 on deck. What shall we contemplate with all these minds we have tonight? Henrielle wants to go deep. She says, how did you get off drugs and recover from years on it? I guess when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, it's easy. I guess it's not really easy, but it allows you to take that first step. You really truly gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired every day, you know what I mean? You gotta make that decision and stop dicking around. You know, Justin Pawlak is in the chat. I know there's a lot of us in here in the chats, and a lot of us personally overcome addiction. You guys feel free to add to the discussion, right? Whatever has helped you personally. We're all here for one another. That's all, only reason why I'm saying it. Some people don't really relate to me, but they may relate to you. You know, 8 on deck, we'll do 16. But we're all in this together. That's a good pump. Jeez, you know what's good? Community. Community, right? Community, that fellowship from one man to the next, that's the kind of stuff I thrived on when I initially started getting sober. Hanging around with people who've been there before me, all right? To let you know it don't last forever, right? Once you make that change. What's up, Paulson Iron? What's up, man? Good evening. Boy, we got the strongest community, don't we? I bet you if we made like a community calendar, it would look stupid, right? Everybody's so freaking jacked. man, we gotta update our progress pics, guys, on the Discord. For real, all of us. We need to do another run. Nine on deck is the next one. We'll do 18. Boy, I'm feeling like an action figure right now. I tell you what, with these high reps. You know what I mean? Crazy pumped. Crazy pumped. DJ Gizmo, greetings. Yes, we do this community. It gives me so much energy. All the teamwork. On some days I have zero drive. Workouts, but the community helps with consistency a lot. Yep. I hear you, man. I hear you. Great addition to the conversation, Pulse and Iron. I see that. I see it in the faces of all the men. You know, they're dragging their feet. They're putting a smile on their face. You can see everybody's tired, but they keep pushing through, right? The consistency and the dedication to the community. Yep. I tell you what. Hey, Fleming, greetings. Welcome to the chat. Lots. Yep, true that. Community helps with consistency, most definitely. And that's why I suggest you get on the Discord. That's why I suggest you post your progress pics, you post your eating habits. At the bare minimum, put up the food you eat before you eat it. Just staying consistent will keep you accountable and possibly help you choose better options, right? Because you'll be able to compare them and you'll be able to hold yourself accountable to the community. That's why the Discord is sweet. You know what I mean? Eric. What's up, guys? Calendar. Boy, I know Eric LaPointe would be on a calendar. He'd be the first one to get on that. You don't even have to tell me, I already know. And called January? Nah. Walking barefoot, member for 6 months. Oh, geez, says Pawlak. Sexy calendar. Why does it have to be a sexy calendar? Right? Who said anything about that? Shane. This was suggested before by a previous member, Shane. If he's watching, I'm sure you'll get a laugh about that. Hope you're doing well, Shane. even seem to enjoy the idea. Ah, bah humbug. Brian Lane. What's up, guys? Jeez. Pull the bar. All right, I'm stalling. You got me. Those high reps have been getting me for real. 3, I'm double decking it, do 6. What make you switch to equipment? I'm doing calisthenics in the morning and I'm doing weights at night. Pardon me. Just something to do. There's no reason not to, right? Utilize everything that I have. Ace, 10 on deck. EV, welcome to the chat. Oh, that'll be 20. Boy, I'm feeling pumped, to tell you what. Eric says, good times. Pray to God my editing skills don't get any better, everyone, because I can make this thing happen. Yeah, there's no stopping you, Eric. Four is the next one. That will be 8. Aniel says, your addiction picks compared to your fitness picks, totally different. Yeah, but that's the fun part. Seeing how far you've come. Hey Don, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Like the new machine? Thanks. It's been sitting down here forever. I've just never used it more than a week. I just couldn't keep myself consistent long enough to see any results. But I'm going to hold myself accountable for a fair test. You know, I'm going to continue doing calisthenics in the morning and then just do weights in the evening. That was a 4, so I'm going to do an 8. Man. EV says, interesting how far one can travel while not going anywhere at all, as the progress is made within the same body. I think, honestly, it's just a change in thinking that does it. And the body is the result of that new thinking habit. Well, I've been thinking lately in my quiet contemplation that every moment is a brand new moment, and we are not bound by the beaten path of bad decisions that we've been on forever, right? Nobody says we have to continue these poor decisions on this beaten path of bad habits, right? Because right now, this is a brand new moment. Nobody says you got to do anything. You can do anything, honestly. There's no limitations, right? Your mind is not like honestly, I would like to wipe everybody's mind clean, right? That way they have no memories of negative negative vibrations, that they hold themselves accountable to. People I see are a result of their thinking habits. We don't have to just go down the same path and continue making bad decisions, because this moment right here is a brand new moment. Nobody says I have to continue being stupid, And I'm stuck on this, right? Because right? I'm trying to free the mind of from all this baggage that defines who we are today. Because a lot of us, we are defining who we are with actions of the past, right? But the past is the past, and this moment is a brand new moment. We could do anything. It's just like, bam, that's what I'm stuck on lately. Eric says, I like the theory we both like about living multiple lives in one lifetime. Yeah, well, the junkie version of myself was living in that lower vibration, everything I did, lower vibrational activities were definitely attached to it. King is the next one, that will be 20. Let's see, epiphanies need to happen first. Epiphanies. Yes. Don says, I drink to forget. Yeah, I've been there. Done that. Doesn't lead to anything great. Just an excess of calories. King, that'll be 20. Henry L says, does it work? Asking Don. I don't think it works. EV says, and unnecessary killing of helpful cells. Boy, I had every excuse in the world to drink when I used to, whether it was celebration or something negative happened, or just, hey, it's Friday, or hey, it's Saturday, or whatever, it's just like any excuse. I was just full of excuses. Hey, Candy K, welcome to the chat. I had a friend tell me that they just like the taste of it. I said, why don't you just, if you like the taste of it so much, why don't you just get the non-alcoholic stuff? He looked at me sideways. I'm like, well, you're telling me the only reason why you drink it is because of the taste of it, right? I mean, I like the taste of water, but I'm not going to go drink me a whole case of it. Don says, I don't know. Helps me until I run out. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, it's just something to do, I guess. It's a distraction. It's a distraction rather than just dealing with the issue at hand, right? Dun, dun, dun. There's a lot of distractions out there. I tell you what, that's what sells, man. Distractions sell. That's why when you're in the prison system, you'll either find guys either working out as a distraction, or playing at the card table as a distraction, or doing some other, like staying in the TV room as a distraction, or whatever, They're all distractions. I mean, this is what I did as like a bare minimum, caveman thinking to stay focused somewhat, is to distract myself with physical fitness, during my incarceration. It wasn't the worst distraction to have, a distraction nonetheless. Don said, it ain't fast enough. Nick, let's see. Well, boy, we all want that instant gratification, right? I know I do. I want it, and I want it now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's see. So, if you're distracted and you're filling your time with drinking and whatever, you gotta get on you just gotta start a program of being consistent, and being consistent every day, with habits, right? Because idle hands are like the devil's playground. Like, if you don't have something to do to keep you focused, you're gonna be finding distractions, right? For me, it was easy to just work out in the morning and work out in the evening and stay consistent to that. You know, because in the prison system, it's, you know, they got these big bullhorns and beepers or buzzers on the wall, and it's like, breakfast, yard, recall, counts, lunch, you know, just like that. And it was like that every day. So it was very easy to be consistent with two workouts a day, right? I do the morning, I do the evening, I ate breakfast at the same time, I ate lunch at the same time, I ate dinner at the same time. The more you just stay busy and get on a basic schedule and you stay consistent to that schedule, I mean, you don't really have time to F around at that point. The consistency can be, you know, slightly adjusted as you go. It doesn't have to be stupid crazy to begin with. Start off with, you know, eating at the same time every day, being consistent with that, or within certain periods. I like to eat when I'm trying to look good anyways, between the hours of noon and 8 p.m. That's my eating window. I'm not allowed to eat before then, and I'm not allowed to eat after, right? That's my eating window, and my body usually shreds up pretty good when I do that. But stay consistent, keep a journal, start writing down what times. That's why I got the Discord. If you get on the Discord, you can post your meal on the nutrition section when you eat it, and you can stay consistent with the community, right? So that's why we have the Discord, so you can stay accountable to the community as well. Because if you start off and you start participating, you're going to start conversating with other people and whatnot. And then, like, if you miss a day, they might be like, yo, where you at? You know? Because that's what communities are for, you know what I mean? Blah! Don says, I need a buzzer. Man, I tell you what, that'll keep you consistent. Ay. Hey, Eric, gifted 1 membership. Thanks, Eric, for the channel support. Appreciate ya. Heck yeah. I don't even see who got it. Oh, they're trying to give it to me. You're trying to give me the membership. Ain't that something? If I don't touch it, somebody else will get it. I know. It's popping up on my channel like it says allow membership. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not doing it. Ain't that funny? I don't know who's going to get it. What the heck's going on? Did Don get it? No way. What? Ain't that something? Ain't that crazy? Eric, thanks for the channel support. Welcome, Don. You now have access to all the previous live streams and Sunday morning workouts. We get a cup of coffee. We do a little something. Says, damn, I'm worth it. Heck yeah, you are. Everybody is. That's the great deception. Devaluing yourself. It takes a lot of time and effort to do that. We've got to unlearn our programmings that we've picked up on this beaten path of bad decisions, right? And we got to accept and allow ourselves to make better decisions. Keeping a journal helps to see where you were in your thinking process the time you wrote it honestly. Andriel adds to the discussion. And true that, Andriel 100%. And keeping a daily journal is epic because it shows your mindset, right? And then if you get really good at journaling, you look back from where you started and where you are today, and then you can see if you have repeated thinking habits that are negative to you. Like, how many times are you going to do this over again, right? You know? When are you going to stop making this mistake? Dang, you did it again, right? Journaling's awesome. Man. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's pretty much what the Discord is. It's like a living journal, right? A community journal, I guess. Eric LaPointe says, Don, just don't rush it. Baby steps. Trust me, I'm still doing baby steps. Heck yeah, Eric. Nice addition to the conversation. Barefoot says, stay close to the community will help you, right? Well, we want to help the next man help himself. That's the true value, right? We can't do the work for you, but we're here in support for you along the way, you know? Andriel says, every time I journaled, honestly, I was horrified to see my thoughts. Ah, yeah, ain't that something? Carl May says, buy a card holder. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate the channel support. Yeah, sucker-free card holders, guys. Thank you for taking the time to support the content. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty pumped. Let's see how many sets we did. They were pretty much all 10s. We've been doing it for 50 minutes. Did 14 sets, double decked. Good deal. John Conway's flashing out the card holder. Heck yeah, guys. These are the sucker-free card holders. And if you need to get yourself a deck, this is how I do my workouts. Got the cards here. I flip it to the side over here as we go. Right? And this is what Maccabee Speed Prince created for us. He's another YouTuber, you know, another community member, pretty awesome. This is his design, and he did this for us with the sucker free. It's pretty awesome. Thanks to everybody who's taking the time to grab one of these. I think it's the coolest thing in the world. Vanilla Gorilla, what's up, man? How you doing? Says, hey, how you doing? I'm working out. Much did you pay for the machine? I didn't pay anything for the machine. My neighbor brought it to me one day. Yeah. The guy across the street from me. His boss was going to throw it out. He asked him, be like, hey man, can I take this thing home? And he let him, right? He brought it right over. I came home from work and this thing was in my driveway. Yeah. Freaking epic. Right? Epic. I got good neighbors, what can I say? Yeah, I mean, once you guys get on the fitness journey, you see it everywhere, man. I'm always trying to stop on the side of the road. Somebody's always trying to throw something cool out. Yep. Gorilla said, found a whole set of Power Tech rust-free weights and a bench out in the trash, LOL. You know what I'm talking about, man. People just throw out amazing stuff like all the time. It amazes me. But I'm thankful, man. This thing was meant to be. I like it. You can't beat free, right? Honestly, my neighbor said when he dropped it off, he's like, man, if it ain't free, it ain't for me. I said, I like that. Well, everybody loves a piece of free workout equipment, you know what I mean? Hey, thanks, Vanilla Groot. I appreciate the conversation, Don, Vanilla, Sam, Barefoot, John Conway, Anriel. Anriel says, show the whole machine. Well, this is what I do with it, guys. So, Monday is leg day, right? So we do calisthenics in the morning, and then in the evening we use the machine because it's got a leg thing on it. And then Tuesday I did calisthenics in the morning, and then in the evening we did the machine, right? See the theme? Then the following day, tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up, do some crazy amount of push-ups, and then in the evening I'm gonna use the machine. And I'm just going to continue this way for a couple months, and we'll see what happens. Like, I'm feeling thicker right now. I'm feeling pretty jacked. You know, I like the way it's going so far. Consistency is key. Absolutely. Now, that's the main thing. Doing the same thing every day, guys. Just staying consistent to the plan, and the results, they happen over time, and you get a lot better results when you adjust your diet. You know, it doesn't take much. Like, even if you don't adjust your diet, you're still going to be seeing results. You know, you're going to be feeling better about yourself. But you know, all in all, the more you adjust your diet with your work intensity, the better your results will be. Just stay consistent. Let's see. How do you use the free time in prison, and was it somewhat meditative? Does it open new perspectives for you? Well, I've been to 4 different prisons, and each one's a bit different. Some are a lot more chaotic than the other ones. I had some meditative places. Like, I could meditate, like Gilmer, West Virginia, when we had 2-man cells. You know, that was a place I could meditate, you know, during count time or whatever, you know, when we're on our lock-ins. You know, but other places like Fort Dix, New Jersey, where it's like you're in a room with 12 other men, you know, or 11 other men. Or when you're in, when I was in McKean, right, where they got the dorms where there's like 100+ people all in one like warehouse, pretty much. You know what I mean? And some places, you know, it's like it's popping at nighttime. right? Like in the dorm settings, guys will be like blasting these makeshift boom boxes at night, and people be playing cards all night and getting into dumb stuff. Like you really can't like some people will even have TVs and they'll turn their TV on, crank it up loud, and they'll go to sleep to it, right? It's like there's a lot of disrespect and there's really no personal space. And it gets crazy. So it depends on where you go, honestly. Some places I was able to meditate. Some places, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, no door, just like open toilets, like you're gonna use a toilet next to another man, no curtain in between. Same thing with the showers, just no privacy, depending on where you're at. It's not the greatest. Says, bro, there's no toilet paper in prison. Don knows. They sell toilet paper on the commissary because they only dish out so many rolls per inmate a week, right? So if you want more toilet paper, you either got to buy it from the commissary or you got to buy it from the guy who's distributing it because he usually got a couple extra rolls. Yeah, Don knows what you're talking about. You better get your own toilet paper. Oh man, boy, that was rough, right? Because the food sucks. It's gonna make you have runs, and you're gonna use a lot of toilet paper. Stock up on toilet paper, right? Were you at level 1? First I was in a state joint. That was pretty crazy. Then I was in Gilmer, West Virginia. That was a medium high. There was a lot more personal respect from man to man there. As I got lower in the levels, the personal self-respect from one man to the next diminished quickly, right? As you got lower, you worked your way to less custody, right? Crazy. Don said, I thought I was tripping when there wasn't toilet paper in my cell. Yeah. So I had hemorrhoid surgery in the prison system, and they threw me in the hole with not enough toilet paper. They gave me some laxative to prep myself before surgery. I was banging on that window. I'm like, yo, guard, you don't understand. I need some more toilet paper. Yeah, good times, fun people. Heavy bag and speed bag in my gym. Vanilla Gorilla. You know, my brother Justin Pawlak is really good at that. He can do that speed bag like you can't even see his hands, man. They are flying so freaking quick. That's a cool thing to watch. Someone who's pretty good at the speed bag. Now my brother, he's different when it comes to that heavy bag. He's been known to rip the bag or or knock it off his platform. It's pretty crazy. Hey guys, we've been doing this for an hour. It's been nice chatting with you, but I'm going to get on out of here. Eric says, wow, Justin is a beast, a silent but humble beast. That's why I loved him. He's interesting, very interesting. He was looking at the anatomy of the human body as it goes through the kicking motion, and he revealed key ways to transmit more torque. He was like really studying Bruce Lee and his 2-inch punch method, and honestly, Justin does it very well. Yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Don, welcome aboard. I'll catch you on the next one. We'll be working out at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be the next workout. Sandy Ford, have a good one. Eric LaPointe, Sam, Barefoot, Christian, Kev, bye everybody. John Conway's Vanilla Granilla. All right, I'm tongue-tied at this point, guys. I'll see you later.